Right, I'm ready.
The People's Republic of Wales is giving country folk a battering at the moment, especially the shooting community.
Is Wales a good place to be to run a shoot these days?
No, it's awful.
So before government policy sterilises the Welsh countryside beyond recognition, we're going to embrace it, enjoy the hospitality and shoot some amazing drives. This is shoot owner James Davies Cooke's own day. He has invited old friends from his Sparsholt days. The less said about that, the better. Then there's Paul Childerley and Gary Froggatt.
Come on, Gary, get your kit.
Gary!
Come on, get your kit out.
The Fieldsports Nation member who won this day after James offered it for our weekly prize draw. This is a new piece of ground for James and complements his Gwisani shoot. Let's just say the drives we'll experience today will require a bit more lead. But Mr. Childerley is feeling cool, calm and collected.
I am excited actually, because it's like I've not got to organise anything. I can just stand here, and if all the birds go out to the side, I'll be like, well, you know, better luck next drive. So no, it's brilliant. It's great. No pressure, apart from trying to hit a few in front of you. But that'll be all right. It'll come good sometime on the day.
Yeah. This is good topography, isn't it?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's beautiful, beautiful area. You know, putting these partridge off here instantly. I don't know what's the top of there. Oh, that'd be 30, 40 yards straight away. So it's going back to the ground behind us. Yeah, so they're going to be good birds, and the wind's coming down the valley, so they're going to be curling nicely. So yeah, heaven. Here we go. We'll have one
Gary draws the neighbouring peg, so we'll be able to keep a close eye on him.
What's that? What's it hit?
Car. Tractor.
There's blame, there's a claim.
Yes, it's Gary.
Gary hit the tractor.
The drive delivers the goods and Paul shoots some crackers.
Sorry. Go on now, you got that one. Yes. Quality. Oh. Must be the rain.
Must be the rain.
Whoa. Oh, which one? Oh, not that one. That was good. We shot one or two. I think I had about 3 left and rights. Missed 1 or 2. That was a good one. Good thing about this job, we get more than one chance, David. We normally got one animal.
Yeah.
So, take a little time to get right. We can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 7.
With the whistle blown, there's Paul's post-match analysis with Ant McLernan on his right, who many of you will recognise from the TGS crew, and Gary to his left.
I was first 3 for 3 on the first 3, and I thought, oh, this is a new me. Yeah. Then I missed a couple on the trot.
Yeah.
Back to normal.
Yeah, I'm the same.
So is this familiar ground for you, Ant, then? You've shot these many times. You're good friends with James.
Yeah, so this is obviously James's new estate that he's taken over 2 years ago. So I've never shot this one before, but I've shot Gwisani, the home shoot, and Gwisani's phenomenal. He normally does a great job down there, but to see him up here on the hill ground making it work with the partridges.
Yeah, they're totally different than the other one's more pheasants, is it?
Yeah. So real nice wooded valleys, you know,
right,
cover crops dotted about as well, and it's very sort of traditional pheasant shooting type valleys, you know, grassland. Whereas this obviously open hill ground, and to see him playing the partridge game as well as the pheasant game, and doing it well is it's impressive.
Yeah, they test you, these partridge, especially on these banks. They bit of wind, they want to follow the undulating, yeah,
that's
that's
the
right.
trouble. They're sort of diving, they're curling.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
they're not making their mind up, and then they commit,
Yeah.
and it's like, you know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
tricky shooting, good shooting.
Well, apparently that's the lowest one.
Is it?
Yeah.
As a warm-up drive.
Yeah, that was a warm-up. So we better pull our finger out and see if we can
Step up the
keep going.
game. You did actually shoot a cracker one at the end there, didn't you?
Yeah, well, once
Yeah.
they've
got into them.
yeah, you've got to get it, you know,
Yeah,
it's
get
a
that
bit of
lead.
a shock to the system at first
Yeah.
when they come off like that.
Yeah. To be fair, I shot really well to start with, and then I shot pretty poor in the middle.
Yeah, I was glad when the pheasants started to show. I thought they're a bit bigger then. So,
Bigger but
not
faster,
bad fun.
yeah.
Oh, I really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed it.
Well, very good.
After a quick sharpener and a chance to admire the dogs and beaters wagon, which apparently is super comfortable thanks to its original suspension, we head across the stream to the second drive.
Do you read a drive? Is it important to read a drive?
Yep. It's quite funny actually you said that. Yeah, so when you get to a peg, first thing you think basically the flight line. I do it anyway through work really. Beater's going to come up, the wind's down the valley, so probably going to bring his flank in quite hard to start with, and then bring the back off and then gently bring in the top flank, otherwise you'll end up with too much pressure on the top side and it'll all go out the bottom end of the line. So probably push that in hard, bring it up and probably push it towards or over top those trees. Yeah, and the birds will go home. So a lot of the birds come from this valley behind us or this bank behind us, so Jesus. Yeah.
So beater pressure is really important. So like if the valve goes and suddenly the birds are going to go out the wrong side.
Totally, like the first drive, I was speaking to the keeper and he said, oh, they were so awkward today because the wind's down the valley. You had to push the bottom flank in so hard. They basically pushed the drive out the top end of out of his left-hand flank. They pushed him right to the left-hand flank. So everything went right to the top of the gun line to come back down. So yeah, partridges are the knack. It's a bit like grouse really. Yeah, it's a knack. You got to read the lines, read the flight lines of the birds where they normally go and where they go in what weather. That's important as well. So. Yes! God. They need a bit.
So you may have a drive, but you could have 57 varieties of how that drive's going to run.
Totally. And one flag person waving or making too much noise in the wrong place ruins your whole drive, guaranteed. So you're relying on the beaters a lot as well. You're relying on the people that have been doing it for a long time in that area or pushing that area and they hold back when it's, you know, last thing you want is a beater stood on top of the bank, cracking his flag, waving his flag, with the wind in his back, pushing everything out the bottom end of the drive. So yeah, it's mind you, that's what the radios. That's when the radios turn red and. Follow this lot. Whew, that was a good shot.
Halfway through, David heads over to check on Gary. He's having a great time even without his brother Mark, who recommended Gary join our membership.
Nice one, Gary. So good birds here today?
Excellent. Absolutely fantastic. I've never seen birds fly like this. Absolutely phenomenal.
So your brother would be envious?
Very. I'm surprised the phone hasn't rung already. It will do.
Okay. Cheers, thanks James.
After another fruitful drive, and with the bag limit already within sight, it's time for 11s with a delicious selection of flame-grilled game on the menu. This shoot is a truly family affair with lots of little people involved in the day. It adds to a relaxed, warm atmosphere.
Yeah, so this beat, we had it last year, but with no game because of bird flu and egg supply into the UK. And then this year, obviously, we've managed to acquire the day-olds that we needed, and we've reared everything ourselves and put it out, and we've had a really good season so far.
Amazing topography. I mean, just really beautiful.
We're very lucky.
The fact that you've got two shoots now, that's obviously better for business. You can run shoots back to back, is it?
Yes, we can do. We can do, and we do. But it's obviously, again, going back to like communities and everything else. I've employed a beekeeper, Connor, who's doing a cracking job. You know, I couldn't have done it without him. He's absolutely got this place flying, and long may it continue, and it'll get better year on year. Gwisani is very good, don't get me wrong, and when we do the back-to-back days this year, we'll be mixing the two in, but there's scope here for another minimum of 3 or 4 drives, so we can run back-to-back days here next year.
So what's this one called then?
This is the Garth. The Mighty Garth.
The Mighty Garth. Is that the name? Okay, the Mighty
No,
Garth.
it's not. That's self-proclaimed. It's not that mighty. No, it's no.
Stick now. There you go. Mighty Garth. We call it the Mighty Garth. That's cool.
As hinted earlier, the Welsh Government is making it hard for shoots to function here. Thankfully, a well-supported petition prevented the licensing of game bird release. Drive 4 and the pinnacle of the newly named Mighty Garth. It's a monster of a valley. If the beaters hadn't already proved their fitness, this one will ensure a good night's sleep. Paul doesn't get quite as many birds on this peg, but he's certainly not high and dry. It's quite a climax to what has been a really special day.
I'll finish on that. I'll finish on that one.
Gwisani is very much what it is at the minute, and it can't go much further, where this has unlimited scope, in my opinion.
Okay, exciting then.
Very. Fingers crossed. Just leave us alone, Drakeford. Oh.
For more information about Gwisani or the Mighty Garth, drop James a line on Facebook by looking for Gwisani Sporting. He still has a few days during the 2023-2024 season. Expect to pay about £54 a bird. He's also happy to hear from falconers if they want to fly on game on this amazing estate in Flintshire. And if you want to support what we do and have a chance to win special prizes like a peg on this shoot, head to fieldsportschannel.tv and click on Join Today.